Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Beverly Rose, of course, and in this video, I'm going to be discussing more about my psych ward adventures. So this is going to be another episode of Psych Ward Chronicles, I guess. So stay tuned. So in this particular call, you're just going to be hearing, me talk about things I've already spoken about in previous videos. This is just the raw, audio of my thoughts and me being actually in the psych ward. And there's times you can actually hear people, screaming and them having to, sedate people and stuff like that. A lot of that stuff was actually in these recordings, so I just wanted to share it with you guys because it's a real experience. They told me that I was on record of having, visits to a particular hospital, and I was like, I don't remember that. And then I realized that I'm actually, mentally ill because I don't remember coming here. I don't remember being here when I was 15 years old, but it is what it is. You just accept that you're sick and keep it pushing. But in this particular case, I told you guys that I was kind of trying to see who was calling the cops on me because it wasn't my man. And lo and behold, it was the closest person to me at the time. Because mind you, I live with my man, but I was talking to this particular pimp, working with him, not for him, I should say, working with him and, just being a pervert and stuff. So he was the one calling the cops on me. And then as you'll hear in the video, you'll hear how I got him to basically rat himself out. The nigga said his first and last name to the cops. He called the cops and said, "Hi, I'm a former employer of Simone Beverly Lee, and I have reason to suspect that she's gonna shoot up a school." And said his name was Kevin Moore. And once I was trying, because every time I do this weird shit on the internet, I'm trying to figure out who is calling the cops, and they won't tell me, which is fucked up, but I finally found someone in the psych ward, in the actual psych ward, that would help me out. Just the most amazing and beautiful social worker ever. I'm not gonna say her name, but I don't know if she's watching this, but she listened to me and she understood what was going on, and that was the most relief I've had since I've been in California. And what sucks is that she was a white woman. I couldn't get my own people to listen to me, but this beautiful woman here did. And she got me out because they were going to take me to jail. What I did was risky. What I did was very risky, but I got him to rat himself out. They were going to take me if they investigated me and saw that my debit card was purchasing ammunition. I'm thinking of Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, ammunition and stuff like that. They were going to take me to jail, to prison, probably. But they were telling my man that they were going to charge me. They were going to press charges on me. I'm like, I'm not doing anything, and she listened to me and she got me up out of there. And I know it pissed him off. Every time I get out of there, I know he's mad because they're saying, it sounds like, this is what they were saying. He was telling these people that he was my partner. That's how he was trying to manipulate me inside of the mental hospital. I'm like, who is saying that? They're like, your partner sounds like he doesn't want you to come out. I don't think you're ready to go. I'm like, I was just talking to my partner on the phone. So who the fuck are you? Trying to tell me what the fuck is going on in my life. I'm not ready to get up out of here, bitch. The fuck? I wanted to snap all them motherfuckers necks talking to me like what the fuck is going on in my life. But then I had to calm down because when I act like that, they keep me in there longer. The last time went perfect, smooth, 7 days, 7 fucking days. I stayed there over the weekend too, and the psychiatrists aren't there over the weekend, so that sucks. But, you know, with some newspaper, good conversation, you get to help out people, clean up some blood from the fights and stuff that happened. Time goes by, like, super fast. You know what I mean? But listen to the audio.
Yeah, there's a lot of African sisters in here, and I finally found one from Ghana. Well, I knew I was going to find one from Ghana. I'm like, there's a lot of Africans in here. I knew I was going to find one from Ghana. I knew it. I knew it. And we were talking about Santiwa, you know, the War of the Golden Jewel and stuff like that. Like that. And that's the kind of stuff I want to talk about with, you know, the brothers. But they're too simple-minded to do that. But anyways, yeah, I just, you know, Black Americans are different from, like, Africans, you know. We can actually hold conversation with Africans. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like Black Americans just talk about, like, mainstream media and stuff, but Africans actually have culture and stuff to talk about, you know. But anyways, no.
Yeah.
But yeah, keep going. What else was she saying? So
she was saying that she's going to take all that information and she's going to give that to your doctor, you know, in the morning. So the doctor could know that, hey, you know, this is pretty much just old hashing of an old video. And it's obviously like some type of like grudge that this dude that, you know, pretty much, you know, said that you were saying these things, these allegations, that they're really not really substantial, just because it just is coming from a state of, you know, seeming like he had his own personal vendetta, you know, against you. So she's going to give that information.
She understands that.
Well, it's not only does she understand that, but that's the only way that it looks like. Because then the question is that if you're saying this, why, and if this video or the statement is being made a year or 2 years ago, or whatever time it's been, why are you talking about it now?
Exactly.
Why?
That's what I've been saying in here. So you should ignore me. Everything that I'm saying, if you look at my YouTube videos, I'm not threatening you. I'm just simply speaking on a past experience. And I'm allowed to do that because I'm an American.
Right.
It's freedom of speech. You know, I'm not threatening you. I'm not putting pictures of your family out there, nothing like that. You know, like, this is for educational and entertainment purposes. Because an abuser is always going to deny that they're abusing, right?
Right.
You know, they're not going to admit it. When you finally get the abuser to admit it, that's when you feel the relief. You know, that's when you win. And it's not even about winning. It's about getting a message out there. I'm proving to you guys that this is the type of person he is. It's not even, it's nothing personal. Like, oh shit. It's nothing personal. I just want to, he's an example. He's an effigy. You know?
Right.
He's just an effigy of the message I want to send out there, and that's ending pimp culture. I'm not trying to do it all in one lifetime. Feminism happen in waves. Like I always say, you know, that shit happened in waves. The Europeans did that shit in waves. You can do this in waves. And they did it in their art. They did it in their plays. They did it in their poetry and their books and stuff. They didn't do it through violence.
Right.
You know, and a lot of them got in trouble for it. And I'm prepared to take that. I'm not even putting myself in the place of them. I'm just saying that these are just parables, you can say.
Right.
Examples, if you will, because he's always saying, she thinks she's doing something. She thinks she's doing something. The fact that you keep saying that really stands out to me. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not saying I'm doing anything, but the fact that you keep saying that, it stands out to me. You know, because you think you're doing something to me by putting me in here. You're just proving to me the kind of bitch you are.
Right.
The kind of bitch I already kind of suspected in you from day one. And the reason why I used to talk about pimps and stuff was because I found out he was a pimp. That's why I was saying it in my podcast, you know, way back then. Mm-hmm. That was me being, like, I guess, passive-aggressive. Like, I don't really like pimps, you know? Like, you know what I mean?
Well, there's something, honestly, there's something there, and all of it points to, you know, this is just, it really is just actions of a pathetic person, you know? Because if you think about it, like, well, you know, if this is happening, why didn't you do something about it? You know, you talk about all this on your Patreon or on your YouTube about taking action and doing stuff. Well, why did you wait 2 years? Why are you essentially just snitching instead of controlling the situation?
Oh my God.
That's just odd that you would do that. Why are you reaching out to her siblings, her mom, reaching out to anybody and everybody. It's like you're just trying to rope in everybody into this fight, and then you want to talk shit and then act like she's crazy. Well, if she's crazy, then do what every other person does. You see them on the street, you just walk over them. You just walk over them and you keep walking. You don't pay attention. But if you're stopping and staring and you're doing all this, you're talking crazy too now, then there must be some truth there. There must be something going on there. And the reality is that you are not who you say you are. As a matter of fact, you keep showing it every goddamn time, These are not moments.
You're giving me the evidence to, dinner. But yeah, you're giving me the pull to manipulate you basically later on. I don't need illegal recordings and stuff like that. I don't need that. I can just manipulate you by using my speech apparently.
Right.
If I can do this just via YouTube videos, then I can get you to move and say, look, he's gonna call the cops to me right now. And then have another video scheduled for a certain day and tell you when to publish it. You know what I mean? I can if I want, I could take it that far. I don't want to. I don't have to. That's how far ahead I'm thinking. He doesn't think that far ahead. The reason why he used the school shooter thing is because he saw that I put Dylan Ruth in my YouTube video. I'm telling you, he's not that smart.
Sleeper cells are groups of terrorists, often funded by larger networks, who set up in a target country and wait for instructions, sometimes even years before taking action.
This will go down as a kind of Pearl Harbor of terrorism.
The term terrorist sleeper cell entered the mainstream following the 9/11 attacks. Authorities began pursuing what they believed to be sleeper cells hiding out in U.S. cities.
We've broken Al-Qaeda cells in Umber,
I can tell y'all now, there ain't
Madrid.
shit going on over there. And that's why you never see him at any boxing fights, because he knows he can't keep that same energy. That's all it is. You will be able to smell pussy on him, and it's not other bitches' pussy, it's his pussy. But yeah, that's all I gotta say.
Don't wanna hear what he did in the streets, and I don't care what he went through in the pen. Money ain't good unless you trying to spend, but flashing, I'm bagging your ass with my man.
Ruth has now been charged for the 9 murders he has confessed to from his shooting rampage at a Bible study session. The latest revelations on his twisted past show he had written a hate charge manifesto saying he had no choice but to wage bloody war against blacks. He posted it online and last modified it just hours before the shooting.
I'm not a DJ, but I'm about that drama. I put in work, I know you hear that clock tick. Put in the order, hop out with a chopstick.